Okay, now next topic is rest and motion. Now this chapter is motion in one dimension. So first of all, you should understand when we say a body is at rest and when we say a body is at motion. Motion, in fact. You know, the first thing I have to telling you, in fact, nobody in the universe is in rest. This total universe is moving. The earth is moving, you know that. But still we say this body is at rest. I am at rest. The chair is at rest. The tree is at rest. But in fact, nobody is in rest. How can a tree be at rest? Because if the earth is moving, rotation and revolution, you know that, then how can the tree be at rest? Because the full earth is moving. But we don't feel that the earth is moving. Do you feel that? We don't feel that. Now why we don't feel? Because everybody is moving along with us. And therefore, you know, there is no change in the position of one object to another object. So the tree is at rest, I am is also rest. But in fact, the truth is, I am also in motion, the tree is also in motion. But when I am looking at a tree, it seems that it is at rest. Yes, it seems it is rest, but actually it is not at rest. Why? Because my body and the tree both are moving similarly. So therefore there is no change in position of the tree with respect to me. Say suppose a person A and person B both are standing at rest, and we say that person A says that B is at rest, B says that A is at rest, but ultimately A and B both are in motion because the earth is moving. But the position of B with respect to A or the position of A with respect to B is not changing. Therefore it appears that we are at rest. Now suppose now B runs like this or in any other direction. Now A says that B is moving. Why? Because the position of B is changing with respect to A. You understand what I am telling? With respect to A, the position of B is changing. And then we say that this body is in motion. You are, say, a railway platform. We are sitting in a railway platform and looking at a tree. So we are looking at a tree and an object. So we say that this tree is at rest. Because my position and the position of the tree is not changing. Understand? But as soon as a train comes, then I say that the train is moving. Because the position of the train is changing with respect to time. And therefore we say that the train is moving. And in fact the passenger inside is also moving. But what you will say, that the train is at motion and the passenger is at rest. According to this person, those three passengers, these passengers who are inside the train, according to this person, these passengers are also in motion because they are on that vehicle. So that means according to me, this A, B, C are in motion because the train is in motion and they are sitting on the train, in the train, and therefore we say that these 3% are in motion. According to whom? According to me. Say plus this percent D. But now let us go inside the train. Now when I go inside the train, then according to A, B is at rest. According to B, A is also at rest. No, everybody is at rest according to everybody. Because their position with respect to themselves is not changing. What, understand? So A, B, C, each other they say according to each other they are at rest. But according to D, who is just sitting outside the train, according to D, A, B, C are in motion. So you can understand the same context. An object can be at rest according to a certain point of view, and an object can be at motion according to a certain point of view. And hence, when we are on the earth, then on the earth, whenever we are looking at a body at rest, we say that, say a tree is at rest, and that this person is also at rest. Now just imagine an astronaut looking on the earth from the moon, suppose. Then according to him, the moon is moving like this, and the earth is also revolving around the sun and also rotating. So according to a person who is just outside the earth, when he looks on the earth, then every object on the earth is moving. So that's about rest and motion. Okay.